Hi guys, good morning to everybody. Good morning. Good morning, please. If you can hear me perfectly, comment 1. Let's start that day. This is 7 a.m. GMT plus 1. So if you can hear me, please go ahead, comment 1. Hi guys, good morning to everybody. Good morning, you guys. If you can hear me, please comment 1. So we're starting right now. Good morning, Abubakar. If you can hear me, please go ahead, comment 1. Good morning. So it's a new day. Let's go ahead. Let's like the live session. Like the live session, share it to someone else, and we start. So we're going to do general analysis of the pairs we look at every day, like our US dollar pairs, very important. So hang in there, like the live session, share the live to someone else. We're also going to be live on TikTok. So let me go ahead and start right now. So give me 2 seconds. Let me set this up. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we start this morning. I'm doing fine. Thank you so much. Hope you guys are doing okay. So yesterday we had a lesson. That's why my voice is really bad this morning. That was because we had a lesson yesterday and I'm kind of trying to still recover from it. Right. So let's go ahead, please. Let's like the live session. This is 6 minutes past the hour of 7 a.m. and we're still very much on point. Like it's like 1 hour to London session open. So there's a lot we're going to talk about right now. And then from there, we will go ahead. Okay, let me share this. All right. So let's go ahead. Please, if you're watching me on YouTube, let's like the live session. If you're watching here on TikTok, please, let's go ahead. Let's like the live. Let's take it up to 5K likes and we start. So we pray in the name of Jesus. Our God in heaven, we thank you for today. We bless your name for giving us a bright new day. Many would have wanted to be here, but Lord, they're not here. We pray, O God, as we start this day, your mercy and your favor speak for us in Jesus' name. Wash us with your precious blood. Please remove our name from the book of death. Write our name in the book of life. We pray, O God, that today may you come and be with us. We pray that may you come and bless us. We pray that may you help us where our strength fail us in Jesus' name. Come and take your place in the meeting of today in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. So let's go ahead. Let's comment amen. And please, if you're watching on TikTok, let's like the live session as much as possible. If you're watching on YouTube, I know it's kind of really early for us to do a live session today, but I mean, let's go ahead. Let's like the live as much as possible. Let's share the live to at least 2 persons. Let's repost the live session. Now, I said something yesterday during my the last top-down masterclass we had. So if you haven't, if you did not join the program at all, please make sure you go back on YouTube and you watch from day 1 to day 5. It's very important. Please go ahead and watch it. It's going to help you. Why? I don't want you to come here again and complain of, I don't know how to, what is the, all of those unnecessary questions. Please go ahead and watch. Okay, so we're going back into our analysis right now. For fundamentals this week, we're kind of clear, but then we have core price index. That will be on Wednesday, I believe, if I'm right. And then on Friday, we're going to have the Fed. So the Fed will be talking Friday, 3 p.m. GMT +1. So we're really hoping to see what the Fed will bring into the market. Please, let's go ahead. Let's like the live session. Let's keep liking and sharing. Let's keep liking and sharing. So we also left with 6 days for this month to end. I'm really keeping my fingers crossed in terms of direction to see what the month will end with, especially with us having the Fed on Friday. As of now, you can't tell direction in this market. Most traders are just catching short-term trades, short-term buys, short-term sells, short-term buys and sells back and forth. But in terms of long-term directional buyers, many people cannot tell. Yes, many people cannot tell. And I'm not one of those traders that chase short-term profits. If you've been following me, I do not do that. What? Or why? Because I don't like short-term trades. I want to go in for long-term movements, which when you catch them, you can relax while trading them. So as of now, the US dollar index, this was the last liquidity we marked out here. And I told you guys this was a demand zone here. So price could either react on that demand zone and then we push up. And if we push up, we are going to be taking out these highs, and dollar will push higher during the last few months of this year. But there are several conditions, a lot of conditions, which we are going to take into consideration before we can now say that, oh, dollar is going to buy from here, we're going to get a long-term trade and like that. And what's the first condition? The first condition is us having a very strong contraction candle. Okay, please, we're not liking the live session. It's not up to 5k likes. I don't know what's happening. Do you guys want me to stop the live session and then like by myself? I mean, come on, let's go ahead. So let's go ahead. Let's take the likes to 5k, repost the live session so that others can join. It's very early, I know, but it is better to wake up early than sometimes to wake up late, right? So we go ahead. So there are a lot of conditions we are going to use for us to say that dollar is going to be bullish. Number one, we need a contraction candle from this key point, and I'm happy we are having these contractions, but 6 days left before we can confidently say that the candle is over and we are going up. So the remaining 6 days we're going to have, please make sure you keep your eyes on dollar index monthly time frame. Now, what about the weekly time frame? That's where we have a lot, like we have issues, because the whole of this zone is your monthly demand. And then what did price do? Price took out this and even ran the liquidity below this area. So we are going to use this. Okay, we ran that liquidity and we have this as previous weekly low, and then this is your weekly high. For example, if we have a monthly candle contraction, good morning, Good morning. Let's go ahead. Let's like the live session. Good morning, sis. So if we have a monthly time frame contraction candle and then a weekly time frame bullish engulfing candle, then at that point you can buy along the US dollar index till price will even go up to clear out highs like this. Now, this is what I call directional bias. I taught you guys yesterday, okay, top down analysis. You don't trade when you do not have clear direction. If price gives you this confirmation that we are going straight for this high and we're coming back into higher key levels or higher internal range POIs, okay, like this, like that. So that is it. So I am going to be really patient. I'm not one of those traders, like I said, that will run in and out of the market. If you're one of them, then it's okay. I'm not here to judge you. You have your own way of trading. Now, last week sellers were so much into the market. That's why we ended as a very strong bearish candle, though we kind of closed contraction from below. But the sellers here, they're dominant, because the body is really engulfing. So what do we need at this point? If buyers can come in and we close above this, then we are good to go. We're good to go for a long. This guy will not hold price. Never. It will not hold price. So we have to be patient. That will be a weekly time frame buy confirmation for a long trade on the US dollar index. And back on the daily time frame, this is what is happening. So last week we took out this low, and when we took out this low, what happened? Price ran liquidity below this. That was on Thursday, and we started to have what you call a CRT. Now, I did not even take note, or I did not really put a lot of importance to that CRT formation, because that's the same CRT that killed lots of traders this way. We spoke about it last week. I was telling you guys we have this CRT, but I'll buy US dollar index only if we have a break and close above this point. And trust me, we didn't. And you see, this manipulation, this black candle here, the candle for Wednesday, that's the highest. That candle carried all the manipulation on the US dollar index. So same thing on the daily time frame, dollar will only align bullish if price tends to break and close above this point, and not even these current CRT formations. I believe you're with me. I believe you guys understand. If not, then go ahead and trade whatever you can trade. I always tell you guys that you have the liberty. I'm not one of those people that will force you to trade what I'm seeing. Never. But I will never trade what another trader sees. That's one thing. I will never, never. I trade only what I see. I trade only my confirmation. So this is the only thing that will make me engage for a buy on the US dollar index. If price does not break close above this, I don't care. Now, since we have today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have 4 days for our monthly candle to close. I want these 4 days to decide the future on the US dollar index. If price breaks, closes above this, then I know I'm buying dollar in the month of September. Clear directional bias, clear structural confirmation, and I'm great. I'm good to go. If I don't have it, I leave it. Okay? So if this is the determinant on the future of the US dollar index. Now, the main issue is you traders, or most traders, are not patient enough to get or to wait for the confirmation. They just want to take trades. And that's why you're moving helter-skelter. You're looking for what is a short term. At least let me take something today. Let me trade for the day. Let me look for one trade set up to take. Now, this CRT can fail as well as it can work out. So I will not risk my money on something which I don't know the probability, which it might fail, it might not fail. So I'm leaving it. The same thing I did last week, I'm leaving this week. I'm leaving it on the table. Now, if you even see the daily candles, momentum is kind of weak. Yes, momentum is kind of weak, so I cannot buy. But if price puts in buyers, I will love it. Now back to 4H time frame. This is what we spoke about on 4H time frame. I told you guys the other day, that was last week's seal, that we had a fair value gap here. Now many of you wanted to sell dollar index that day, but I said I will only sell if price mitigates this fair value gap before pushing to the downside, but it didn't. It rather went, took out daily low, and then this is it. So we have this level as some sort of change of character. Okay, we have this level like a change of character area, and then this is your current weekly low, which it is a very key liquidity area, so you have to really watch out. Okay, so price put in buyers, try to take them out, and then we had this guy as a very strong bullish candle. So this is like a whole demand zone, though price has already respected, or it has mitigated it a little bit at some point, but it could still act as an area of support. Okay, same thing, we have price push up from this zone, and then it took out this fair value gap as a body break. So this same area too, this is another key level. So at this point, with the looks of the US dollar index, if I have to advise you, and if you have to listen to me, I'll tell you, stick to your daily time frame, wait for a daily time frame confirmation before engaging price. If you listen, and if you are a long-term trader and you don't want to stress yourself over these short-term movements which you cannot even see the future in, okay, which you cannot even see the future in. Someone says, Freddie says CRT has rules and it hasn't been met yet. That depending on how you see it, okay, depending on how you see it at some point. Now most traders, like I always say, when they just see a contraction candle after maybe a full-fledged candle, that's CRT, and they'll be chasing, okay, they're gonna be chasing the reversal. So many persons do not know how to distinguish between maybe a high probability CRT and a low probability CRT. So in that case, I will always kick against CRTs. Wait for the main structural confirmations before you even think about what is this, what is that, what is this. So if I were you, this week I'm going to sit on my hands to wait for what the US dollar index will do. If we have a break and close above this next month of September, we are buying dollar till dollar takes out higher key levels. If we don't have this break and close, then we're going to chase a bearish US dollar index. That's just what I have to tell you. If you have to listen to me, then fine. If you can't listen to me, then okay. That's the same thing with Euro USD. Monthly time frame wise, Euro USD. Good morning. So let's go ahead. If you haven't followed, make sure you follow. If you haven't joined our Telegram handle, link is in my bio. Make sure you copy the link and you join. Right, so we continue. So this is same. Euro is the opposite of who? Of your US dollar. So I'm waiting to see how price will close. So we went up this month of August. We took out the range high of the month of June. Okay, so next thing, if price closes contraction candle in the next 6 days, then we are going to go for the low of June. That's it, range high to range low. If price takes out range high, we go straight for range low. Super simple, very, very easy, right? But then, has the price closed? Price has not closed. Do you have a confirmation? We don't have a confirmation. That's it. So this is the whole area here on the weekly time frame. Looking at how your previous weekly candle closed, after taking out this high, I bet you should be scared of selling this week unless institutions put in the necessary sell pressure in this market. And that's what we have as previous weekly high. This is what we have as previous weekly low. So price is in the range of our weekly high and weekly low. And at this point, like I said, if we ever get a break and close below this, then this whole weekly movement which we had last week was some sort of should I say a manipulation, because what did they do? They consolidated for 2 weeks and then they take you out and then price sells. So this is the main guy, and this whole movement translates to this area on your daily time frame. So we consolidated here for 2 weeks, no visible price action. They tried to put in sellers multiple times. Like I told you guys, we were willing to sell from these supply zone last week. This was what I was looking at. I was willing to sell from this level as supply, and then I was waiting for a break and close below this. Now, this is a contraction candle from a key level, not from any random area, but I wanted a break and close. And trust me, price did what? Price rather pushed to the upside, and now this area looks like a breakout zone, which of course it is. And that is why I told you that this main candle, you see this candle that was last week Wednesday, that candle means everything on Euro USD. Only if you can be patient to get the reaction or to understand what price will give you from that key point. Please, we are not liking the live session. If you're on YouTube, please go ahead and like. So after price did this thing on Wednesday, you see the next day, Thursday, close contraction candle. Friday, price came, ran liquidity above Thursday's high a little bit, close contraction candle. Yesterday, Monday, sellers tried to come in, and price is just doing whatever. Now, I'm going to give you same conditions. Price took out this supply, but this whole daily candle movement, like I said, could just be a fake breakout if price tends to close as a body break below this. If ever price closes as a body break below this blue candle, we are going to now have a newly created supply zone that initiates this break of structure, and we're going to use it as a what? We're going to use it as a key level, and then we're going to take a short from there, maybe SL above the protected high, and then we swing trade till price takes out the low of June. So this is what I'm looking at in the month of September. Are we good? If you understand, please let me see you. If you really understand what I'm saying, because it's paramount you get this. If you don't understand, then there's no need for us to continue. Let me see your comments. So this is my long-term sell Euro USD bias. If by the end of this month we see a bearish euro in terms of directional bias and liquidity, but if we don't see a bearish euro, then price will come back into this area and then it flies to the upside. Easy as daylight. If you don't have a break and close, then you're going to have a retest. Okay? Supply zone turn demand, or resistance turn support. And at that point, we are going to be buying euro till euro takes out highs like this. So you see that this area is a transactional zone on Euro USD. And like I said, do not say price is going to go up when you don't have the key or the direction in your hands. Don't say, oh, price is going to go down if you don't have the direction in your hands. Price could still bounce from here and then we're pushing up. So I could either buy euro next month or I could sell euro next month based on what price will do on this key level. And like I said, I have an open mindset and I will leave price react. You get the point? I will leave price react. Price, you're going to tell me what you're going to have or you're going to do. If I see a break and close below this, then what am I doing? I'm going to short you. If I see a break or I don't see a break, I see a retest, then I'm going to long euro. So as of now, let's just say that let's focus on this short because of the crazy CRT or contraction candles we have around here. I'm not trading the CRT. I wait for a break and close below. That's the only condition. So let me send this into our Telegram. This is Euro USD, and the daily time frame is the exact opposite of that of dollar index. So this is a US dollar index. That is Euro USD. Right. Okay, now if you have to go to your lower time frame, like your 4H time frame, this is the whole breakout level here where we had this very strong buyers coming to the market. And then as of now, you see price is trying to break and close below this. Like I said, I give a flying F on whatever is happening currently in the market. I do not care. I really do not care. I want to see how my daily movement or my monthly candle will close, and that monthly candle reflection will give me, if price close contractions from the monthly time frame, then I want a daily time frame structural confirmation. This is my whole game plan. Like I said, I don't try to do too much. I don't want to do too much. I'm not the kind of trader that looks to trade every day like I want to do too much. But if I can see what the market wants or the market wants to give me with clear mind, then great. So Maurice says, trying to understand as we're still rewatching last free mentorship videos. Okay, Maurice, go ahead, keep watching. It's gonna help you. Good morning, you guys. So please, let's like the live session. If you haven't liked, go ahead and like. If you haven't joined our Telegram, 2 seconds for you. Go ahead and join. So the best trades are not taken out of curiosity or anxiety or I want to trade. Is taken out of maximum understanding. The only reason, that's why I always say this, that if you see a trader that doesn't calculate or think or takes time to work on their setup, and then you see them with screenshots of 10 lot, 5 lot, 1 lot sometimes, I bet you all of that is fake. I can tell you with full confidence that is fake. Every human being has emotions in this market, and before you're using 1 lot on gold, you know potential SL on that 1 lot on gold could go for maybe 2,500 as SL, depending on the number of pips you're using as SL. So if you just see someone do like this, do like this, do like this, do like this, and then you see screenshots of 10 lot, that's nonsense. I bet you that is nonsense. And then the market finally plays out. They're showing you a screenshot. That's nonsense. No trader in their right mind will risk even $100 in this market without getting a clear view of what the market is doing. I will be very true. Like I always try to say the truth. I will never hide behind the crazy madness that happens in this industry. And I tell you that trading is easy. 1 line, 2 line, 3 lines, you risk $500, you make $10,000. No. So let's take the likes to 20K. 20K likes, and then we push. If you haven't followed me, make sure you follow. This is the pound dollar. So we're going to look at pound dollar. Real traders are humble, not just humble. Real traders are careful. Real traders are mindful of whatever they're doing. Now, monthly time frame, we spoke about GU. GU took out previous monthly high, and it has taken out the high of May, which is current SMT divergence between GU and EU. Right? So I'm going to send out all these monthly outlook when the month ends, like next week. Okay. So today we're going to just show out the areas which price has taken out. So price has run liquidity above this high. Now, main thing, if price closes contraction candle, especially inside that of last month, then we are going to be taking out this and this and this other guy on GU. It's going to be a massive sell swing trade. Okay, liquidity is paramount. But as of now, because price has not closed, we give price the liberty to do whatever it wants to do. Now, this is the area we marked out. We marked out this level as key level. That's a very good supply zone. And then we had this high as the high of May, sorry. And then I told you guys, will price liquidate this high or will price protect it? I believe you guys were here when we're talking about this. And this is it. as easy as that. Price has liquidated that high. But then the main question is, after price has liquidated this high, are we going to sell, or will price continue to push up to clear more of buy side liquidity? And trust me, you don't know. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, when you're doing top down analysis, be humble enough to say that I don't know. Wait for the market to give you the reaction. Same thing I marked on euro. We have this as previous weekly high, and then we have this as previous weekly low. This main candle is the transactional candle on this key level. If price will want to buy, you will never see this. You never have price break and close below this. But if you have a break and close below this, this will now initiate a long-term sell on pound dollar, and you're gonna have something like this. So you're going to have a supply zone, of course, that will initiate the sell, and it's gonna have another protected high, and not this overall liquidated high above that. And you're going to short pound dollar till it takes others. Now, why do I like long-term trades, or why do I like to get direction, confirmation, and then I take a trade? Because I don't like to stress. I'm not the kind that wants to buy today, sell tomorrow, buy the next day, sell the next day. Now, if I could get this break and close below this level on the weekly, okay, I will know for sure that this my liquidity price is going to take. So the whole of that month, all I will do is sell pound, sell pound, sell pound, sell pound, sell pound, sell pound, till I make all the monies I need to make. As a trader, you don't make money every month, maybe equally. There's some months you even end with a loss, and that does not make you an unprofitable trader. Oh yes, it doesn't make you an unprofitable trader. Even businesses, big corporations, they end up in a deficit some months, but then there are other months that they cover up. So relax. If you have a proven approach, like I said, which you use to find or to see the market every day, relax. Now, if we have a break and close below this pound dollar, then we are going to see or have more sales on pound in the month of September. Now, this is the whole key level guy on the daily time frame. Now you see, so this was the whole supply zone, but we had some sort of relatively equal highs, and that was it. Price went for the relatively equal highs. Let me take this out, please. Now, price went for the relatively equal highs, and then we took that out, and then the next day price tend to close. That was Friday. Friday made the high of the week, and it kind of closed contraction candle. Now, do you have a confirmation to buy? Not yet. And now there are many traders who want to use this level here as internal confirmation, like a break and close below this will initiate for a sell on pound. But like I said, I will not use that. I want to have price take out a turning point, and this is the turning point. This candle here, that's the breakout candle. That's the same Wednesday's candle when we had that push to the upside. So I am still going to use that candle as a what? As a yardstick for me to see that, if GU takes out this, price will do this. Because trust me, this is now some sort of demand zone, because buyers came from here. So you only have the opportunity, or price will only sell if we can take out this low. If price can destroy this area, and then we have a break and close below this, then that is when you can now say that, oh, GU is going to sell and I'm going to have a long-term trade. Now, you do not necessarily need to chase price to take out this. No, you don't. It's not like, if you are patient, then you don't. Why? Because after price breaks, closes below this, you will have a what? You will have a key level around this area. You must have a supply zone that initiates the breakout. And same thing like I showed you on euro. What will you do? I will not be selling when price takes this. The SL will be too much. I will sell at the what? At the key level which price will form. Okay, that would necessitate this breakout. And what will I do? I'm going to sell till price takes out this. So this would be my swing trade idea in the month of what? In the month of September. If number one, I have sellers coming, break and close below this, I'm going to pick a key level. Maybe it's going to be a fair value gap. It's going to be a mitigation block. It's going to be just anything, but there will be a key level here. It's a must. And then what we do, we are going to sell from there. But if we don't have a break and close below this, then trust me, price will be heading to highs like this. Okay, so if this was your supply and then price took it out, you need to see price break and close below for you now to establish the fact that this was a fake breakout. So as of now, I don't know whether it's a fake or a real breakout. Yes, till price does what? Till price shows me what it wants to. So all of these, like I'm showing you right now, they are my swing setup ideas in the month of September, which I will be very loyal and patient enough to wait for price to give me what I'm looking at. And if price gives me, like I said, I will be shorting GU. I'll short GU, I'll short Euro. Are you seeing? This is the same thing on Euro, the opposite on the US dollar index, the same as in pound. Exactly. Are we good? Are we good, you guys? If we're good, please let me know so that we can go ahead. So this is already 30 minutes past, 30 minutes past 7 a.m. Okay, like, yeah, we have like 23 minutes to London session open. Now about AUDs have been pushing up, and like I said, I will not really want to stress with AUDs till I see our monthly candle closing, right? I will not really want to stress myself on AUD. From the look of things, AUD might take out this high. Yes, it is already so close to it, and I want to see AUD run out the liquidity above the high of June, of course, so that we could go for the low of June. So AUD was sitting on the deck, let's say so. You have no business chasing AUD, because why would AUD be so close to its liquidity and the price does not take it? That's a trap, especially with odd pairs. Do not joke with them. They are going to liquidate you. So what are we saying? For AUD, we want price to run liquidity above this monthly high before we look for any other thing. That's AUD. So we're going to check it next month. We go to NZD, voila. Let me take out this. Now this is NZD here. NZD also has this high. Has price taken it? No. So what are we saying? We are also expecting NZD to do what? To run out that high, and then after it takes it, we are going to be heading for it. And it's literally the low of, that's the high of June, this is the low of June. So NZD and AUD have a little bit business to do above this. And are you patient? If you're patient, wait for it. So AUD, NZD, if AUD takes out this high, this NZD, if it takes out this high, we sell, price takes out the low. This would be a long-term swing trade on NZD USD. Perfect. And it has almost same confirmation as in what? As in your dollar index and Euro USD. I believe you can already see it from the daily time frame, but we need to see a run on liquidity above this before a push to the downside. So as of now, I can short NZD USD. Never. I cannot. So we're going to come back when the month ends. Now we're going to look at Swiss franc. Now Swiss franc has been that one which I gave out the analysis on Swiss franc the last time we had our breakdown, and Swiss franc has been doing really well compared to most of these your other crazy pairs, other crazy dollar pairs. Right now, let me show you Swiss franc on the monthly. We spoke about this level that Swiss franc has CRT, but this CRT movement, we have a fair value gap, and then this is CRT low. If price tends to mitigate this fair value gap, then we're going to have straight buys to price take out this high and more other subsequent highs if dollar remains bullish, or if dollar continues to go up. Then you will see Swiss franc push like this. That's what we said. Very easy. But if Swiss franc doesn't, then it's going to take out this, it's going to take out even this liquidity. So price needs to make the decision, and that decision will come from the weekly time frame. That's what I said last week. And this is the level. This is a weekly time frame demand zone. This is the invalidation of the demand. Okay, that was the run on liquidity, invalidation, and then this is what we have here. Okay, inducement taken out, which was your monthly time frame fair value gap, and then this is a weekly time frame low. This is your previous weekly high. Now if price ever, you remember this is a supply zone, okay, that's a supply. But if price is bullish, then we're going to climb and we close above it. You see that that supply will not hold, and in that case we're going to take out now this other high as TP, okay, and this other one here, because that's a very, very good key level. So Swiss franc, USD CHF will be pushing up forward for highs like this, only if we can violate that supply. But before price even goes to that supply zone, this is what we have on our daily time frame, right? So on this same daily, this is the area we've been marking. Fair value gap, demand zone, invalidation. Price came into it. That was on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we ran liquidity below that, and this is like CRT. Now this is like CRT, okay. This will be the daily time frame confirmation, a break and close above that level. Same thing I told you on Euro USD, on these other guys. If price has to break and close above this, then it means that all of this sell you had was a manipulation for price to raid or run out this internal range liquidity. This was too much. Are you seeing this? The liquidity here was too much. But if you want to be on the safe side, since it's already month end, then you could wait for a break and close above this, and then come in the month of September, less long USD Swiss franc. And like I said, if price gives you this break and close, you will have a demand zone which price will create around this area. And what will you do? You're going to buy from that demand like this. You're going to have the invalidation because it's going to be a failure swing, and then we TP where? We TP here, 400 pips. So now you see I've moved from dollar index to Euro USD to GU, and then this is USD Swiss franc. One idea, it keeps coming, but then I need confirmation. One idea. So imagine that in the month of September, all of these ideas materializes. I will long USD Swiss franc, I'll sell euro, I'll sell pound, I will sell NZD USD, I'll sell odd USD. Do you know the amount of money you can make? The amount of money you're going to make in that September, you can just stop trading for the rest of the year. Only if you can plan for the trade. And planning for a trade is not just about funding your account. Kelly, I want to fund my account with $50. I want to fund my account with $100. It's not all about having the money you're funding the account with. It's all about doing what? It's all about asking yourself, yes, I have $100 in my account. Which setup can I trade? And then when you get that set up, do you have the confirmation? So we're going to have a failure swing, a break close, mitigation maybe of a fair value gap, or whatever key level we're going to have around this area, we are going to buy. Euro is like 400 pips, GU is like 500, this is Swiss franc like 400, and the same thing will go for that and for NZD and AUD. And trust me, if price gives you this confirmation, you will see price here. Now, one thing I've learned to do as a swing trader is believing in my liquidity areas. If you want to be a swing trader, do not say price will go here just on your analysis on the chart, and then in your account, you cannot keep it for it to even go back to that. No, then you are not a swing trader. Yes, a swing trader is someone who can identify liquidity, take a trade, and wait for price till it hits that liquidity before they exit. Of course. I believe you're here with me. Let's go ahead. Let's like the live to 30K likes, and then we go ahead. So 30K, we move. If you haven't liked the live session, make sure you like the live. And if you haven't joined our Telegram handle, make sure you join. Today, like I said, my whole analysis this week is not for you to take a trade today or take a trade tomorrow. Is for you to see and understand what the market is doing, so that in September you come full and ready. Yes, you come full and ready. If price gives me this directional movement I'm anticipating in September, then once I pick the trade, I'm going to still come every day here for us to have intraday movements. But then the ones I'm going to enter, there are some certain ones, certain trades I'm going to take that will be long term. Like I will want to keep it long term. Now I marked out this level. That was same Thursday last week. I gave out this analysis on a Telegram. Okay, the price was going to run liquidity below previous daily low. Okay, and then it's going to align bullish by us having a break and close above this, and then you're going to buy from there. So you see the next minute price align bullish, it came in, retested that key level, and USD Swiss franc has been pushing up like steadily and surely. Let me go and check on the analysis. I did it last week. 2 seconds. Okay, this is it here. So this was the analysis weekly time frame, and then after weekly time frame, it mitigated that demand zone on the weekly. On the daily, what did I say? Price will run out liquidity below that, and then we push up. And then on the 4 hours, what will price do? It takes out liquidity and then it goes up, and that's exactly what price did. So you can go ahead and check. There's a lot of precision that goes into trading, I bet you. And if you don't have it yet, then you are chasing short-term profits. Yes, professional traders don't chase short-term profits. They go after long-term movements. If you cannot understand how to derive or get long-term movements in this market, then there's a lot you have to work on. So please, in the month of September, we can either have this for a buy, or price can either sell for price to take out some certain lows. So as of now, I am still optimistic on the bullish dollar, because that's what I've been saying for like since January this year. So that's for Swiss franc. UJ, now UJ has a sell key level I'm looking to sell into, because I want to short GPP or JPY, sorry, JPY pairs like UJ. This is UJ. It hasn't come into its own fair value gap, daily fair value gap, but other guys like Euro JPY, which we looked at yesterday, we have already mitigated the daily fair value gap, and I'm kind of looking for a confirmation. But if you followed me yesterday, then you remember we did the whole analysis. Price could either take out this, or it gives you a structural confirmation for us to sell from this whole key point. And as of now, price is just stagnated. It's not doing anything. And then CAD JPY, this is CAD JPY. It's in same key level, but I do not have the go ahead. The go ahead will be a breakdown of price, like price breaking and closing below this area. And well, the way I want to trade this JPY pairs, I don't want to take one and leave the other. I want to see the confirmation on all of them before I take it. Now, where is GJ? Okay, this is GJ. Now, all right, GJ has done what? GJ has gone into its key level. If you are in that swing trading group, please go and look at it. Go and watch. Go and look at the analysis. Okay, look at the analysis, wait for the confirmations. I have a lot on my table recently, so much so that I bet you I am not really as efficient as maybe I would have, right? But you are efficient. You are a trader. You want to make money, meaning you know what you're doing. This is GJ. And there is a lot of liquidity above which price might take out. The monthly candle too will be closing as a what? As a bullish candle. So if you can go back and watch the analysis or the breakdown video we did yesterday during our top down masterclass on JPY pairs, it's going to give you a lot of idea on what can happen on all JPY pairs across the board. So I will take the link of that class yesterday. I will send it into that swing trading group where we have all of the JPY breakdown, so that you can see what happens. As of now, JPY will only sell if we have a break and close below this. This is the only thing that will initiate a what? A sell on USD JPY. If you come, GJ, if you come and you start selling from here, you're in trouble. The month is ending as a very strong bullish engulfing candle. Price might take out this liquidity above this high. Here, price might take it out as well as it might respect it. So you need to see sellers coming. If sellers don't come in, don't put yourself in issues. Don't do that. Don't try it. So that's all we have to say. And then back to our main guy, XAUUSD. XAUUSD has been bullish. It broke out from this level we were calling as supply. Remember, we were sitting in this level as supply. And what happened? Price has taken it out. Gold will only sell only if price sits back below this point. I bet you if gold never sits below this level, price will not sell. Now, when I talk about correlation on US dollar pairs, why I love trading US dollar pairs, that's because when you see one thing, you see it everywhere. Remember, we started dollar. If dollar does not sit above this, we don't buy. If a euro USD doesn't sit below this, we do not sell. If GU doesn't sit below this, we do not sell. If Swiss franc do not sit above this, you don't have strong confirmations to buy. That's the same thing as an XAU USD. If gold on this daily time frame never submits itself to close below this supply zone which it violated or broke out, please, me, Kelly, I will never tell you to sell gold. And as of now, I need institutions to do the work. Am I the one doing the work? Your $100 account will not put in the necessary amount of sell pressure in this market. Even if we all combine to say let's short gold so that we have price sit below this area, my dear brothers and sisters, you all or we all don't have that amount of capital to do this, because this breakout point, price could either close below it as a fake breakout, or as well it could bounce above it for us to do what? For us to take out higher key levels on ZAL like this, which is close already like this, and in fact more higher prices. Now, before I say price is bullish or price is bearish, I look for liquidity plus structural confirmation. So before I want to say price is going back for this sell side liquidity, I need structural confirmation. Great. Please, if you're with me, like the live session. If there's something you've understood this morning, go ahead, like the live session, and then we continue. So here on my TikTok, I've not even been doing analysis and posting like I used to do before. Why? Because there's no need for me to do analysis when I'll be talking about if. No, I told myself I'm going to stop. And then when the new month comes in September, right? That's when I'll be talking with precision. For example, this is gold on monthly. Okay, we came in this month of August. We had this as fair value gap. First thing, price takes fair value gap, we sell. Did it sell? No. We said, okay, this is the next draw on liquidity. If price takes this high, we sell. Is it currently selling? That's where we have an issue, okay? Because it is left 6 days, 6 freaking days for us to see what happens. If price closes contraction candle inside this high and low of June, then in September we are going to short gold with structural confirmation on the lower time frame. Yes, I'm going to do Nasdaq. But if gold closes as a bullish engulfing candle like it is right now, then trust me, gold will take out this, gold will take out this, gold will take out this, and might even go for the all-time high. These are all liquidity areas on gold. But if we align bearish and price tends to sell, we are going to go for key levels like this and more other key levels below this level. Now, like I said, I don't have, or I do not trade with any other person. I trade from what I see in the market. If I could get direction, I get structural confirmation, then I can now establish my directional bias. Remember what I told you guys about directional bias? What is directional bias? It's already an accepted liquidity area which you have seen that price is going to go for based on structural confirmation. So for us to know that gold will take these highs, you need structural confirmation on the monthly. And what's that structural confirmation? A bullish engulfing candle. If we have this bullish engulfing candle, all we're going to need is what? We're going to need is a retest and a push. A retest and a push. We take all of these highs. Myself, if price does this, I'm going to be very much bullish on gold in September. But if we have a break and close below this, okay, a contraction, number one. If we have a contraction, and then number two, let me show you the second one. The first is contraction from the monthly. The second, now this is a supply. Are you seeing? This is a supply zone. It has this high, is the high of May. Okay, it has the high of May as invalidation. Now it has taken out this as inducement. It did take it out last week, and then it has run liquidity above previous weekly high. Now, if all of this is true and sellers tend to come in a lot this week, okay, then we might see a bearish ZAL in September. We're gonna sell. Very easy. And you're going to see that movement where? On your daily time frame. Oh yes, you're going to see the movement on your daily time frame. Now, we had sellers come in. This was very tricky last week because, like I said, there was a supply here and the supply told you, oh, sellers were going to come in. Let's sell the next day. And then the next day, we had this breakout candle. And then after the breakout candle, we had this contraction. Not every contraction candle is CRT. And then you would have been saying, oh, let price reverse. Before you know it, it pushes to the upside. So this is your last area where demand came in into ZAL. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting price to break close below that level before I can now say that ZAL is bearish from the weekly. So what am I expecting? Number one, on the monthly time frame, I'm expecting a bearish contraction. After that bearish contraction, we have marked out a weekly time frame supply. This is your weekly time frame supply that has the high of May as invalidation. And then the next thing, we have this key level as a structural confirmation that will align XAUSD bearish. Now, if we have all of these three things I've made mention of, and then you see this, we're going to short ZAL. Now, you don't need to trade this breakout. Same thing, you are going to have a key level around this area that will initiate the breakout on gold, and it's going to be a failure swing. Okay, it's going to have a failure swing. You will see the protected high, which price is going to give, and then you're going to get a direct short on gold. You're going to have a direct short on gold. So what have we said? Short euro, short GU, short NZD USD, short AUD USD, buy USD Swiss franc with confirmation. Only if we have structural breaks. That's my game plan for September. If you are with me, then you are with me. If you're not with me, then I don't care, right? I really don't care. This is what I'm seeing in the market, and I will be patient. The difference between maybe you and I right now is you want to catch a short-term trade, but I'm not interested in picking a short-term trade. I need directional bias. Alice, you remember June, right? When we sold gold in June. Now, we had direction and we had structural confirmation. When you have all of this, now how much did you make? You traded, you made lots of money. You were so happy, Alice. But today, or this month of July, how do you feel? And August, you feel like you're going to die. Why? Because price is going up for certain liquidities which you did not imagine that price would have gone for. But the traps we are already setting for September, I bet you if price can fulfill these things I'm telling you, you are going to make your psychology will come back alive, Alice. Don't worry. That's for sale. I have nothing else. Now on the 4H time frame, you see how price has been pushing up, pushing up. This is the last level as demand, and many traders will be marking this area to want to buy from, but fingers crossed, because that level is the determinant. So fingers crossed. We have 6 days left for the month of August to end. When it ends, then we are going to come back like that. But then I'm going to be live here almost every day. Okay, don't worry yourself. I'm going to be live almost every day so that we keep monitoring price. Now, if you look at silver, you will see silver has not been really that bullish because this is the corresponding high of June and price has not gone. It has not taken it. So that's SMT divergence between silver and gold. Now, what is this telling you? It's telling you that all the buys you have on gold is a manipulation. Okay, it's a manipulation. Yes, so let's wait, see what price is going to give us. Now, same silver, this is silver back into this key point. Now, if sellers have to come in really much, you get to see price breaking and closing below this area. This will align silver bearish, and we are going to push as much as possible to the downside. Okay, now this is like whole key level point is stretching from this side. If you have to mark that key level from the weekly time frame, because this is where sellers came in, retested, and all of that. So you need to hold on. Silver, you are not doing too much. Silver has not been doing too much compared to XAUUSD, right? This is the last buy zone, and that zone is a determinant. Same thing we've marked on XAUUSD. If price ever breaks, closes below this, we are shorting silver till silver takes out all of these levels below this area. So I am already so optimistic for the month of September. I am very, very optimistic because I know that if price just has to give me what I'm looking for, then I'm good to go. Now, this is BTC and BTC is not resting. BTC has taken out all the liquidities I marked and it's still pushing. We're at 80,000. 80,000. Ali says, honestly, I think I've been learning more, even though it hasn't been a profit. Yes, like I said, that's how it is. It's not every day you make money. Now, price took out this fair value gap. I was like, okay, no problem, right? Because we had this level here as a small run on liquidity. We marked out the range high, which was this. Price has taken it. Sellers, no. Now, this is your next draw on liquidity, which price is coming for. Now, why have I been marking all buy side liquidities and expecting a reversal when price hits these liquidities? Because on my 6 months time frame, we are bearish. Now, do you blame me why I've been saying I'm going to sell BTC? Because we 6 months were bearish. But if you see what's currently happening on BTC right now on the yearly time frame, you have to use like 2 eyes because something is happening. Now we have this as yearly CRT. We're so happy that, oh, BTC is giving us yearly CRT, but we had this fair value gap. You see that price has mitigated this fair value gap and is contracting heavily. But I did not take that contraction or that fair value gap mitigation really too much, because what this same area here, which you have as fair value gap mitigation on the 12 months, it is a 6 months break of structure. Now you see 6 months break of structure. So what was that? Like, I knew price was just going to keep pushing down for us to take out the 6 months, the yearly CRT low. And before price takes the yearly CRT low, we have this level here at 49,000. This was my TP for BTC USD. But as of now, it's deadly. It's deadly. Now let's check out some key levels around this area. So price ran out liquidity, that was last year, and then we have this as fair value gap, we have this as some sort of change of character, and then we have this as our previous quarterly high. So on this 3 months time frame, based on liquidity, price could either take out this, sells, or takes out this and then sells. So please, as of now, when it comes to BTC USD, don't be emotional. Do not attach emotions on BTC USD. This is the closest drawn liquidity currently. Price might take it and then it sells. But if it doesn't, then price will be going for 98,000. As easy as that. If price takes out a particular liquidity, no reversal, then it's going for the next. So after price takes this at 82,000, if you don't see sellers, then price is going for the 3 months fair value gap opening at what? At 98,000. That's the next place we are going to see BTC USD. Am I emotional? No, I am not. Okay, I am not. And then the monthly time frame is closing. So 6 days, 6 days, 6 days of price action will determine what we'll have. Now, if price takes out this high and we start contracting heavily on the monthly time frame, and then we close the contraction after taking this high, then we are going to sell in September. But if price takes out that high, keeps pushing, then BTC itself will go to 98,000. That's that. Now, same thing, weekly time frame. On the weekly, previous weekly candle closed really bullish. And because of this, what are you expecting this week? More buys. Till which key area is taken? Till this key liquidity area is taken. Now, many of you want to sell from this level as supply, but that level as supply has a 3 months what? A 3 month old liquidity above it. So this level must or might be liquidated before you can have a sell on BTC USD. If price takes out this high, sellers come into the market, then we can sell. Now on the daily time frame, what are you seeing? All of this strong buys, but as of now, we are having depletion in buying momentum. So it means that price is hitting a major key level. And because price is hitting this key level, we are going to see some sort of maybe sellers coming in, because the kind of candles that took price to this area, that's not what we're having. So price is already, the buy pressure is dropping. This is 4H. Now, I believe you see. So at some point, wait for price. You see this key level on the weekly time frame, mark it out, wait for price. Price is going to take out, it's going to take out this high, and after it takes out that high, if sellers come in, then we are going to short BTC USD to price takes out these relative lows. But if price takes it and you keep seeing buyers, then it's going up for 98,000. So liquidity is paramount. It is better you know where liquidity is than for you to be blank and stupid. So that's BTC USD. As of now, like I said, all the analysis I've put out today, from BTC to ZAL to Swiss franc to GU to Euro to US dollar index, all of them are long-term trades awaiting confirmation. My Telegram link is in my bio. If you want to join, copy it, paste on any browser of your choice, and you're going to join it. So please, you see this whole swing trade ideas I've brought out here, monitor them, go back and analyze. Okay, go back and analyze, do the analysis yourself. When you do this analysis, you realize that this is not Kelly's idea. It is what the market is showing. Okay, it is what I am seeing in the market. And at that point, when price will be giving you the necessary confirmations, you will not be taking the trades because Kelly said you should take the trade. You'll be taking it because you understand what the market is doing. This is BTC. This is the sell zone. We started, I believe we sold BTC from here in May. It was massive. We got a sell in May, and then we took profits to price, took out this low of February. It was a long-term sell trade. Because of what? Because of liquidity and structural confirmation. So we are awaiting another sell. Because of what? Liquidity that will be taken out, and then we need structural confirmation. And what will we be using as structural confirmation? You see this guy here? The current buys we are having, they're leaving from this black candle. So the sells will come in only if price breaks and closes below this guy. So that's what we're going to use as sell confirmation for BTC USD on the daily time frame. So all my USD pairs, like XXX USD pairs, I'm planning to short them. So that's the 1 day time frame BTC USD. Spend this week doing maybe your back test, preparing yourself for the bar months. Now, July and August it's been horrible a little bit. Why? Because it's summer. Most traders, most institutions are on breaks. Okay, but in September, momentum will kick in. If you cannot make money in this September, October, November, then the year is over for you. Yes, the year is over. So you guys, we're going to be ending our last session. This is already 1 hour and 8 minutes there on YouTube, and I believe it should be same 1 hour here on TikTok. Right, so we're going to end for today. Use your time. Today is Tuesday. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to trade whatever you want to trade, that's on you. But I've told you what I'm looking for and what I'll be looking to trade. Okay, so at this point, it's either price gives me what I'm looking for, or it tells me that, oh, I'm going up. Like I said, it's a two-way thing. Direction or liquidity is both ends. Okay, liquidity is on both ends of the market. Either it sells for you to take sell side, or it buys for you to take buy side. Nasdaq, 2 minutes. When you say analyze Nasdaq, you say please analyze. Please use the name, the word please. Okay, this is even US dollar. Let's go to the Nasdaq. So at least use please. Nobody's a machine. Same thing, monthly time frame wise, this is what Nasdaq is doing. So it has protected this high, the previous monthly high, which I expected Nasdaq to take out. If Nasdaq would have raided this high, then in September we would have been selling Nasdaq straight for it to take out this low. And remember, when you're selling Nasdaq, what do? You're buying dollar index. When you sell Nasdaq, you buy dollar. So if Nasdaq would have taken out this high, then it would have been really good. But you can check for SMT divergence between Nasdaq and maybe S&P 500. You can go there and check out your time, whether price took out previous monthly high on S&P 500. And your weekly time frame, like I told you the other day, that I was expecting price to mitigate this fair value gap before pushing up. But what did price do? Price took out weekly high before coming into the fair value gap. And I said that was going to be a trap, because if you're planning now to buy from this area, price has already violated the fair value gap by having a break and close below. So this area is like already a weekly time frame supply zone on Nasdaq, and some sort of retest and then a push to the downside will do. Okay, but as of now, you've got to be really patient. Now, as structural key point, what did we do? We marked out this level, that all of these is a resistance. This is a resistance on Nasdaq, and then price has created a supply zone by us having a break and close below this, and then we have this level as fair value gap. So if you are planning to trade Nasdaq, then this is what you should be looking at. So that's your run on liquidity last week. And then this like change of character there on Nasdaq. And then you have this as fair value gap. So if price comes into this fair value gap and then sellers come in, trust me, Nasdaq will sell. And if Nasdaq sells, then dollar index will buy. And if dollar index buys, Euro USD will sell, pound dollar will sell, NZD USD will sell, AUD USD will sell, USD Swiss franc will buy. And there you go, you guys. So we've come to the end of analysis today. If you haven't joined our Telegram, make sure you join, and go on YouTube, watch the top-down analysis masterclass. And then in September, we are going to have the swing trades if they give us the necessary confirmations, right? If they give us, then we are going to take the trades as beautiful as it is, and we are going to swing them in September, October, or till price takes out our TPs, and that will be it. And we're going to end the year. As easy as that. So YouTube guys, we're going to come in tomorrow, Wednesday, by the grace of God, and we're going to continue. So you guys have a nice day, and do